type of video, which I haven't played so far, which is Grand Kingdom. This is a game made by Spike Gunshop, and it is loud, I can tell you. I don't even know how to turn on the volume, so it's gonna be a difficult process to do so. The problem is that I can't turn out the volume on the microphone because it's connected to the beach. So I'm stuck with this yard audio that I can't really hear so far.
We got him cornered, but that's... You gotta, just please, don't kill... Look, we gotta make a living too, so... That battle cry.
Kinda weird.
Damn it, a white flag. Those noble pricks are giving up. All that hard work. Nothing sadder than sticking around. Let's get out of here.
Do you want us to just stay like this then?
If you enjoy being on your knees with your hands...
I'm lowering my hands.
Yeah, right. The price of your heads fell to less than 1 cup. Anyway, it doesn't look like we'll be getting... We can't afford to bask in the... We need to figure out how...
Hey, are you guys headed? Because if not, do you want to come?
Yo, boss. This guy...
We're members of a mercenary out. I'm asking if you want to join.
The Guild. The mercenary organization led by the Master
I don't even know
Swordsman
what's going
Godfrey.
on.
Though you were an enemy, you showed impressive skill in battle. It would be a shame to let... And also, you...
Well, you heard what do you want to do?
We may as well just go with him. Only can turn the audio.
100 years have passed
What?
since the fall of the Udane Empire.
The Udane.
Left the 4 great nations crippled
What?
and impoverished.
What is
Honor
this?
and virtue have become distant memories. Now, in the great continent of Rezanael, the battlefield is no longer dominated by knights, but by mercenaries.
What?
Some fight
Was
for
this
the
an
food
actual
on the
take of
table.
Fire
Others fight for
Emblem?
bounteous wealth. They plunge headlong into the jaws of death, not for any nation, but for the glint of gold. Mercenaries who live in an age of war.
I don't even know what's going on to
Their
this point.
story be told.
You know, the audio is kind of too loud. Oh, a rock scene. Yeah. So. Oh, this is the. Can we just turn on the audio? I just want to turn the sound and the music. What is this? Wait. So our fair condition is that we exceed the specific numbers of actions. That makes no sense. Yeah, they want to make it so difficult to the point. Yeah, so can we just turn this down? Okay. Oh, can we How do you turn on the volume? Please. I want to just turn on the volume. Come on, I need to turn on the volume. So we have to defeat... What is this? I can't even turn on the volume on this. Okay, I might try the game so far, but how do you turn on the volume is beyond me. So it's a turn-based RPG set with okay. I'm sorry, but I can't really concentrate if the audio has been so loud. This is the only JRPG where you can't even turn on the volume. it's weird because I have no idea. Okay, so this is so weird to the point. I have no idea how to turn on the volume in this game because they don't really give you a damage option. So I'm stuck with this yard audio that I can't really switch. Honestly, I'm so confused. I mean, the gameplay is it's not that bad. It's like kind of confusing. It has a tune Lonely Cove that it has. It has a steep Yoni Cove they had to get used to, but I wouldn't even say that. I'm mostly confused, but it seems that this is my first time playing these type of games. Okay, the audio has been implicitly out, and it has a mechanic, but apparently, no, I don't want to repeat it. The battle without expectations. It's bad enough to have to suffer through the audio that's so loud. I don't mind the audio, but yeah, so we increase the XP. So the enemy types are kind of, so there's actually kind of enemy types I have. Now here's the thing. I'm a sucker for JRPGs. I am, but it seems that, oh come on. I mean, I may be a sucker for JRPGs, but this is not my cup of tea. Can you escape for this battle? No, you cannot. You're stuck with this ultimatum. You can't run away. So you actually have to stick with this battle so far. So, I mean, it's kind of similar to the Stick of Truth, but wow, I make that worse. They never actually explain you how the gameplay works. I mean, they just give it the direction of what the buttons actually do, but the thing is that the game is usually so weird to the point where you have no idea where to maneuver. I mean, it's supposed to be a turn-based RPG, but it seems that the game actually gives the instructions that you have limited use of. So it may not play so on. Also, it's kind of similar to Dragon's Crowns in terms of art style, and it's also yes. So they did say that you're not supposed to hear your enemies because that will lead to a difficult situation. So you have to press it on the right time. Is it really a boss battle where we have to fight Godfrey? The battle cry is so too loud to the point, but I guess that it takes some novice to traditional JRPGs. That's funny weird that the audio has to be so loud to the point that I can't even hear my own voice. No, 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 no. I mean, the mechanics are so slow. I might end this video at 7 of 10 or 7. Yeah, because I cannot get used to these. Until they actually give us the option to lower the audio, I might be able to get myself maneuver. The music, both the sound effects and the music are too loud. Now, I wouldn't pay attention to the whole problem if, and only if, they would give me an option to lower down the volume settings. But no, they don't give you that much of a... They don't give you that much of an option. So you're stuck with this yard audio that you can't really maneuver. And honestly, I don't even know what to accomplish. Was this a Steam Greenlight game? I had to imagine this was a Steam Greenlight game that was only released on Steam, but it was never actually. I have to assume that this was originally a Steam Greenlight game that was originally made. I have to assume this was a Steam Greenlight game that was released in 2015, and they just made the high definition version to the consoles. This was made in RPG Maker 10, but in the advanced version. I never knew, but this is one of those prototypes that I don't really get. So you can't escape. You just have to go to the auto right. Okay, so here's the thing you have to keep in mind. The aim doesn't really make any sense. Yeah, so the way they actually program it does not really make any sense, because I'm mostly confused with what is going on to the point. So you can't. So, yeah, oops, my bad. My first achievement. Oh, the battle cry. Sorry, out to the point. I have to assume once you get to the main campsite of the Montessori Club, you get to lower down the volume. But here's the problem. Can you even... No, oh, come on. I don't actually have time for this. I mean, I guess that this game is forcing you to actually fight the enemies because you need to get some EXP, but some of the enemies make no sense. They could... Here's the thing about the enemy placement. There's no difficulty setting. So you can't just change your difficulty while the block, so you're stuck with a difficulty setting that you can't maneuver. You see, part of the problem I have so far about this type of game is that it's actually really difficult to maneuver it. So part of the problem you have to keep in mind is part is that there's one of those JRPGs that's often tone-based, but it's pretty much action-oriented. It's somewhat action-oriented, but not in the way you actually expected. And really, I'm assuming you have to get to the boss. Yeah, so you have tended. Yeah, oops, my bad. You see the thing, his detection seems to be off maneuver. I mean, I get it's supposed to add more chances, but I'm pretty sure that Final Fantasy Tactics has a way better tactic system compared to this. And the strange part is that once you finish the battle, you get your HP regained. Kinda weird, but I guess that was the whole point about it. Oh, you know, it takes so long to actually get a maneuver. You know, it's bad enough that the music is too loud, but it's also worse. It takes them 2 hits to get killed. The strange part about it is that you do regain health. The strange part about it is that you gain health over time. So I guess some of your AI takes a lot of maneuvers. But the thing about it is that the game takes too long to actually complete. I don't really see myself playing the entire walkthrough or playthrough of this, since the game actually takes so many hours. Knowing these tone-based games, they take a lot of time to get it re-rate, so with that in mind, I don't really see the whole point of playing these type of tone-based games, especially if the gameplay has so many hours, has so much content, that I don't really see the whole point. I mean, I don't understand the fact that there's no actual point of me playing a JRPG that takes so many hours. The Witch is actually kinda overpowered, I have to give it credit. I guess the whole point of what these battles said it was supposed to add turn-based mechanics. Yeah, I mean, yes, in a certain sense, it makes sense for a It makes sense for a traditional JRPG to have these type of mechanics where you have to grind to get, but the way I get EXP is so slow to the point where I can't even get bypassed to anything else. And we are from point A to get to point B, so I don't even know where we're supposed to go. For Master, go to the treasure world because so yeah. So there's oh, we're almost there. Yeah. Okay, so there's also a boss battle coming here, so so we just do skills. Oh, there is a boss battle. I didn't even notice that before. Oh, you may think there's one enemy, but it's actually too many. So it uses some edits from the Stick of Truth, but I could go up after it. Hiding, that doesn't really make any difference because I could go right behind it. I get just kill the supposed enemy. Yeah. So I guess that the best path to winning this type of games is that you should pretty much take carry on Drake's Ocho. It's really difficult to maneuver when the hit detection is kind of wonky. So we can destroy the barriers, it's just that we don't really take much damage, I heard. I mean, it has voice acting, I would give it credit, but so we got the co-op. I mean, the game could be decent if it was for that. The game could be decent if it was for that major annoyances. Please. So I'm trying to become patient with this one. Oh, there's also drops with this one, so I don't even know what the whole demographic for this game is. I'm assuming it's for die-hard anime fans, but I really doubt. It doesn't really please the anime fans, Moritari. I mean, we want to KO the mage, that's the case. I could just play 5 Emma heroes for all I care. So we got the hero. Better have this here for that tornado. I mean, it don't take a lot of damage to what I expect, but I could honestly imagine that it was gonna be an on-player view. I mean, if you're a die-hard tool-based fanatic, be my guest, but this is not one of those games that would keep myself entertained. But sometimes you have to, sometimes you have to move and fought if you want a bad maneuver. That's the problem with the game that I have so far, is that the hit detection should be off to the point, but yeah, it does usually have to have some patience if you want to maneuver it. I'm not sure why, but Grand Kingdom seems to be one of those tool-based games where you have to maneuver it. For some motivatum, but I wouldn't be surprised. You can speed up, but you're going to do it at 20%. Yes, that's actually way better, and you also get more damage rates with back attack. Oh. Is that it? Because I really will rather end this video. I'm sorry, but I'm done with this. This is not one of those games. I played the first half the middle of this game. I was fair about it, but I managed to end this much enough. I mean, they use a similar archer to Dragon's Crowns. Sorry, they use the same source material as Dragon's Crowns. Music. So we've actually finished the credits. So we got gold at the same time, but so wait, there's actual reputations we have to file out. I don't even know which is which, but I guess. Godfrey. Well, it is the High Ashness for a reason, so I might as well put the name anyway. High Ashness. So we just put NCPD node, because usually with games that have name limitations, I just put NCPD node. There seems to be a trademark name that I have since 2010. We just put Artemis. Forget what I said about Fire Emblem Heroes at Dragon's Crown. I think they used a similar answer to 7 Deadly Sins. It was the anime I used to watch from the first to second season. Alright. Okay, so do we get the option to target the fire? I mean, they use the same answer to the 7 Deadly Sins, but it's also the same answer as Dragon's Crowns. Was this an iOS application in this time? Was this only limited to the iOS? Wait, what? So all this time you could only hear the audio of this? Whoa, I wasn't aware you could only hear the audio. Wow, so you just saw a black screen. Wow, wow. Oh wow, you did it. You just only saw a black screen that was paused. Yeah, oh my. So so you saw nothing but gameplay. You didn't see any gameplay from the tutorial. You just heard my audio. Oh. I don't know what to say. I mean, I was aware there was an option menu. I checked everywhere in the game so far, and I thought, well, maybe they were supposed to have the audio and option menu once you have the tutorial. Alright, but there is none. There is none. So we don't have an option to change the audio. Well, I mean, that's embarrassing, but keep in mind, I mean, I play all the JRPGs that are turn-based, many Fire Emblem Heroes, but this is not one of those things. So, to play safe, we might as well pick the long-range mages. Oh, we can also change the skin color on the hair. Oh, that's nice. So we can change the character's position. So that's kind of decent. I have to apologize that I didn't show you the gameplay video. Alright. It's kind of weird because I expect this to be an in-depth RPG, but it doesn't really allow you to. So this is pretty much using similar hairstyle as before, but I didn't expect anything to be happening before.
I can do it! I can do it! I'll handle this! Check me good as I'll end this in one hit! Need a hand?
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I guess that I don't even know what to expect, but it is what it is. So it's one of those JRPGs where you pretty much have to take it. And you could get more clues if you have some currency, but I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I mean, I expect something more about the game, but I wouldn't expect anything else. I mean, it's a decent game if they give you the option to lower down the volume. It would be real nice and it would make more sense. But usually just pick some obscure names that are Now I'm not sure about this, but I never really heard about this game for my entire life. I only know about the whole name because it was given for free as a PS Plus membership, but I didn't really expect this to be an actual free game. I expected to actually give you a type of game that was actually Raid Edition, but well, you know, yeah, so you're supposed to press X before you actually press. It's gonna take a lot of time. I guess you can actually increase that as you get some experiences, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the thing is that I never understand why they cannot tell you the gameplay photos for. I never understand why they can never show you the.
Judge, your end is not.
Here I go. I'm in hot pursuit.
My only best bet so far is if they actually add a better automator, but it's really kind of difficult to maneuver it. My only best bet is that this is one of those games where, I don't know, you either enjoy the game or not enjoy the game.
Go all out.
Kind of weird, but
Go all out.
I mean, they have like a niche reality system that they have, but I don't really see myself playing this game for the long run. Really, if I really care about, and I usually care about action approach. I mean, I wouldn't mind turn-based RPGs where he does pick out the commands, but this is, as a strategy, turn-based is just more annoying to the cities.
What do you think of this?
I mean, I don't really have anything else to say about this game. I don't think it's a turn-based RPG that you can play for free or pay with cash if you have the time. So there's actually 17 times more, but I guess that. So what I'm trying to look for the object menu, let's try to find the settings, because even then, if you can't find the settings in the main menu at the start, you have to find it. You have to find it if in the in-game. There should be no reason. There has to be a reason why there should be no settings into this. I have to admit, some of the character designs I kind of sustain, but it's not that much maneuver. Because it's just text and dialogue and monologues of character speeches that are now put in. Is there any way you could actually change the settings?
This concludes the explanation of the Guild's facilities. It's a lot to take in, but as captain, I'm sure you'll remember it all in no time.
And what's with this? Is the guild in?
It seems those...
What? Done already?
Oh, wow. There we... That articulated so quickly.
It seems the only mighty thing about you is your mouth.
Vice, that's 99 wins for you. No one can beat the white. Damn.
Vice, how many times must you be told before it finally causing trouble within the Guild is not allowed? Are you deliberately defying my father's orders?
Oh, it's just you. I don't care if you're the Guild leader's daughter. Anyway.
They're the newest members of the Guild.
I would give it credit that they did better execution with the voice acting. I would admit that they actually put some effort. Now, I may not be a hardcore anime fan, but I say that they actually put effort on the character design.
Boss, Vice is one of those. So they're with the guilds.
So, you're the captain.
So I pretty much will admit that the character design and the voice acting and the graphics are kind of amusing for a PS4 game.
No, normally you'd be my 100th victory, but this place is until next.
What's that guy's?
He's a brute who challenges other squads. You should be wary of him, Captain.
I don't know what you're getting me for. There's no point.
Jeez.
I will report this incident to my father. I need to tell him that this sort of behavior...
Well, a lot of stuff happened today. Boss, let's celebrate the...
Yeah, there's a lot of text, so we don't get a chance to actually... It auto-saves, well, that's good. Is there any way to actually save the settings? Oh, now there's the options. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm kind of disappointed that you were not allowed to go to the settings at the beginning. Now that I have the settings at hand, I might continue playing this. Thank you, game, for actually letting me to get to the options, even though you should let me say the options at the beginning with subtitles, but it's not as if I can actually pay attention to it. Yes, let's save the adjusted settings. I kept, you know, for the first 10 minutes of the game, I had to suffer with audio that I cannot change. You know, yeah, you wanna know what's bad? I have no idea which is which anymore, but
the troop is ready for combat. Let's go, Captain. The troop is ready for combat.
I mean, I was going
Captain.
to go with the original Japanese language, but the English stuff seems to be way executed, so yeah. Enough's enough. I might as well just end this right now. So we only spent 41 minutes. The first 10 minutes is just me having a headache and having a migraine, but you wouldn't know that. So that's about it. You already saw some interactions between characters, vice versa. So rat-a-tat-tat. Thanks for actually watching this video. I will make a few episodes. I make a few videos of this once I make some progress into this game, if I keep my sanity. So thanks for watching this video. See you in the next Status Crow. Rat-a-tat-tat, and peace out. No need to actually see my point. So rat-a-tat-tat, sign off with a headache that I got so far. Signing off and peace out.